There is a great debate coming out of South Africa, or actually coming out of different parts of Africa, over the recent behavior of a segment of the black South African population. I'm referring to the xenophobic attacks on other black Africans, which include Zimbabweans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, and other Africans who have been brutally attacked, interrogated, beaten up, and some killed, allegedly. And this brings to mind the fact that other Africans actually helped in the fight against apartheid. I have seen some pseudo ideologues from South Africa who believe that they know history, try to teach us history or change the reality of history, saying that the rest of Africa did not contribute to the fight against apartheid. They single out particularly Nigeria for vilification, and even Ghana to some degree. And these are countries that actually sacrificed for them to have the freedom they desired so much. Nigeria spent a fortune in the fight against apartheid, beside at one point spending $61 billion. Nigerian military advised the ANC on strategy and negotiated arms and transacted with Zambia to see that these arms were safely delivered to South Africa. And this fortified the position of ANC in the negotiations that eventually led to the dismantling of apartheid. And of course, Nigeria paid a huge price for this. We lost President Murtala Mohammed, who was at the forefront of the fight against apartheid, by a conspiracy of these forces that he was fighting. And Nigeria acquired a powerful enemy, South Africa, the racist South Africa, which came to Malabo in Equatorial Guinea and started mounting satellites to track Nigeria. So we were at the point of actually going into war with South Africa, and we didn't mind. As Nigerians, we were ready to die for South Africa to be free. My name is Bob Ejike, in case you don't know. I am the founder of Nollywood. At the point when we were fighting for the freedom of our brothers in South Africa, I was busy writing about apartheid. Our intellectual energy went in, not only money. It's not only through money that we fought for apartheid. We also encouraged South Africans to come over. We had so many South African students, because I've heard some South African debaters saying that we only helped and hosted Mandela. It's not true. We had the students in our institutions. Many South Africans studied in Nigeria, and we took them as our own. How it is that they now see us as the outsiders who have to be beaten up and driven away, disgraced and humiliated, and even physically eliminated, I don't know. But I wish to see more of their efforts directed towards reclaiming the 80% of their land, which is held by 5% white people. white settlers still hold 80% of their land, and they think that Nigeria is their problem. Ghanaians were supporting them, of course, just a week ago, where Ghanaians were hailing them, saying, "Hey, these people came to bring a king to Ghana." We did not bring any king to Ghana. And Ezigbo is not a king; he's a cultural representative that takes care of the affairs of Igbos in diaspora. He's not a king, even if he wears a crown. That's just tradition. We don't want to lose touch with our culture completely. So occasionally we have this personage who is represented in regal attire and wearing a crown and displaying our culture in a foreign land. It's not because we want to take over your land. We have a lot of land in Nigeria for crying out loud. We don't need an inch of your territory. So to wake up and begin to attack other people. Do you know how many South Africans are living outside South Africa? That live in Africa and the rest of the world. They are everywhere. And if you say, as I've heard them say, that we do not have